the equivalent of these over at the Isle of Man, over one lap of the 38 miles, ended up with an average speed of in excess of 100 miles an hour. So Tim it is that leads the field. Tim Boyges in the Voltron motorcycles from WA, because this bike started off in the backyard, in basically a garden shed from what I understand, and developed into a demountable building and went on from there, even enticed the bloke to the pub to sell it.
We've gone against Jason Morris had an issue. Yeah, look, and in terms of that, the guys that have developed it, and for the life, I can't remember his name, he's actually a chemist. He's a chemist and he's gone down this road just experimenting. He's just looking outside the box, you know. Really interesting project, very interesting project.
Chris and his group have done a fantastic job over the years to develop this. As you can see, Tim Boyges leading the field quite comprehensively down into 7 Friday Watches turn 4, onto Dunlop, out of Dunlop, heading towards Shark Leathers at the end of Kawasaki. These bikes are ones that are, as you mentioned, Cam, are in the development stages, continually developing things. They started off as a frame of a motorcycle with a battery pack essentially put in it and the motor on the rear wheel. From there, they've developed over the years recently to allow them to actually have the battery pack and then build the bike around it. They've done things like rear wheel braking, front wheel braking, cooling systems on the motors, all of those sorts of things to help generate extra speed, extra torque, and allow the centre of gravity to be moved forwards and backwards accordingly on each of the different bikes. So it's not just a matter of putting an electric motor on a motorbike and away you go.
Yeah, there's a lot more to it, isn't it? And the Tim Boyges machine is probably the one with the most amount of development going on at the moment, and we're seeing that with it being the most consistent and ready to go. When I was down there just before our short lunch break, the guys were charged up and they were keen to go out there again, as Morris literally and metaphorically actually walked in and said, "We're charged, can we go out now?" And unfortunately the program didn't allow for these guys to get out again, you know, and showcase these machines, because I'm a huge believer in this technology, and you know, a bit of a really hard, I guess, but in terms of, you know, the way that we treat our planet, you know, this is, to me, is the way forward. We need to be looking more and more at this technology.
Well, he's completing lap number 2 of 4. This is the number 48, Tim Boyges, on board the Voltron. There's no point in making a race of it. It is a runaway victory for this guy, the development of it all. The number 46 being ridden by Lucas Vitali instead of Simon Galloway in this particular race. And this is the first time for Lucas, I believe, on board an electric bike. So you can be forgiven for him being a little bit slower, not getting used to, or it takes a little bit of getting used to the fact that there is no engine braking.
No engine braking, yeah.
You roll off the throttle and it still wants to keep going forward.
To see Jason Morris, he's pulled into the pits now, so we've lost Jason Morris out of this one. He won't complete this race. It's the second of the Varley Electric Vehicles machine. We're looking there on at Lucas Vitali. He had a cracking weekend. A very, very good weekend for Lucas Vitali. We should see how this one travels. As you said, a completely different machine to ride.
He's at the end of the hip pocket workwear and safety back straight, as opposed to our race leader. He's at the end of Kawasaki on the opposite side of the circuit, halfway around the paper at 3.12 kilometres in total circumference or distance. Our race leader coming down to greet the last lap to go aboard, the Voltron, being ridden by Tim Boyges. Through turn 1. Shock treatment suspension. Thank you to Terry Hay and his group for their support. Turn 2, Icone Oils. As our second place competitor, Lucas Vitali is coming down the end of Kawasaki and through Shark Leathers. We thank them very much for their support as well. Our race leader in the meantime has negotiated Icone Oils and is at the end of the hip pocket workwear and safety back straight. Negotiating turn 3, the Sydney Motorsport Park Ride Days, turn 3. Off down Kawasaki Finance straight towards 7 Friday Watches, turn number 4, before encountering the second of only 2 left-handers, the Dunlop turn number 5.
He's done very well this time, Tim Borges. So his current lap time circulating around about a 119 now. His fastest so far has been a 116. So Borges understands what's going on here. Long trip home for these guys as well. They both obviously travel from WA. The bike stays over on the east coast of Australia. And they pick it up and they do a little bit of work. They generally fly in about 3 or 4 days beforehand to service, prep the bike, get everything ready to go. Great win here for Tim Borges. He's going to get the win in the FXC Championship. Good ride from Tim Borges and the guys from Voltron Motorcycles done a spectacular job. That is a very consistent and fast machine that those guys have developed and created. Displaying now for Lucas Vitale. He gets down the end of Kawasaki straight. Sweeps right through Shark Levers. This will be the last finish of our weekend here. What looks of this, Lance, it's been a cracking weekend of racing, hasn't it?
It certainly has, and there's still plenty more to come in about a month and a half's time.
Well, I think you've taken 1.5 seconds off the existing lap record, a 16.1 in that race. What a way to finish the weekend for you and the team.
You know, that's great. Chris has been working so hard this weekend, and Dan trying to improve the setup, because that's the biggest downfall of the bike so far. It's got all the power in the world, it's just we've got to use it and get the bike to turn. So.
Obviously, Queensland Raceway is a circuit that suits the bike and getting that top speed. How fast does it feel compared to a normal motorcycle? You've got plenty of racing experience, mainly over there in Western Australia, but here at Queensland Raceway, at the end of that straight before turn 3, how fast does it feel?
Yeah, it's just the rapid acceleration. It accelerates that hard, and you don't feel like you need to change gears because it's just constantly pulling the whole time. So it'd be like a seamless gearbox on a GP bike. It's like there's no intermittents. It's just the whole time it's just pulling.
It's been great to see you here this weekend. Can't wait to see you in action at Sydney Motorsport for the next round. Congratulations to you and the team, Tim. Great weekend.
Thank you very much.
There's Tim Burgos, our race winner and round winner, and a man making his debut on the electric bike. Lucas, how was that? You've got a big smile on your face. You obviously enjoyed that one.
Yeah, it was different. Yeah, I was just doing the guys a favour, just trying to gather data so they can develop it a bit more. So it wasn't my bike, I didn't want to hurt it. So yeah, just nursed it around. I don't know what tyres are on it, what suspension's in it, what it can and can't do. So hopefully the guys were able to gather up a bit of data, and yeah, if they want me to ride it again, I'm more than happy to.
Tell us about the whole experience. What was the main feeling that was different compared to your high-power Suzuki you've been racing around here this weekend with great success?
A lot smoother power delivery, and no engine braking whatsoever. So I was just riding around and just using that rear brake just to sort of, I don't know, try and simulate engine braking. So that was the biggest difference. She just wants to run on when you back off the throttle. So once I got used to that, I was able to push a little more, and yeah, as I said, hopefully the guys can use those few laps as good data to work off, and we'll see. Hopefully we can get a bit closer to the dude that won.
Hopefully we can see you again on it, Lucas. Congratulations, well done.
No dramas, thanks, mate.
There you go. That's the final interviews, final race for the weekend. Back to the guys in the commentary.